What happens to Bitcoin's price when its supply is cut in half? Again? In 2024, the fourth Bitcoin halving slashed mining rewards, creating a new wave of speculation. Some say the price will explode past $100,000. Others warn it could crash just as fast. Is this a golden opportunity or a dangerous trap? The stakes are high, and 2025 could be the most unpredictable year for crypto yet. In this video, we'll break down what's really happening and where Bitcoin could be headed next. Let's get started. Understanding Bitcoin halving. Bitcoin halving is one of the most important events in the cryptocurrency world. Occurring roughly every 4 years, it reduces the reward miners receive for adding new blocks to the Bitcoin blockchain by 50%. This process is part of Bitcoin's design to create a deflationary currency. By reducing the rate at which new Bitcoin is generated, halvings control the supply and mimic the scarcity of gold. The event also ensures that only 21 million Bitcoins will ever exist, meaning Bitcoin's supply is fixed. As a result, halvings tend to generate significant market interest. When the reward is halved, miners need to work harder to earn the same amount of Bitcoin, which reduces the overall influx of new coins into the market. In April 2024, the fourth halving took place, slashing the mining reward from 6.25 to 3.125 Bitcoin per block. The halving is expected to reduce Bitcoin's inflation rate, making it scarcer and potentially more valuable. The impact on price is often delayed, but historically has resulted in price increases over time as scarcity pushes demand. Historical impact of halving events. Bitcoin halvings have had profound effects on its price in the past, often leading to significant surges in value. After the 2012 halving, Bitcoin's price shot up from around $12 to more than $1,000 by late 2013. This dramatic increase was driven by the sudden reduction in supply, combined with increasing demand from both early adopters and investors seeking alternative assets. The 2016 halving followed a similar pattern, with Bitcoin's price climbing from about $650 to nearly $20,000 by the end of 2017. These historical trends suggest that Bitcoin halvings act as a catalyst for price rallies. The reduction in block rewards means fewer new Bitcoins are entering circulation, which, in theory, should create upward pressure on the price. However, it's important to note that Bitcoin's price behavior isn't guaranteed. For example, after the 2020 halving, the price initially surged, but then corrected in the months following. Despite short-term fluctuations, the long-term trend has typically been positive, driven by the overall increase in demand for Bitcoin as a store of value and an inflation hedge. The 2024 halving, a unique scenario. The 2024 Bitcoin halving stands out for several reasons. Unlike previous halvings, Bitcoin is now more established as a global asset, with increasing institutional involvement. Over the past few years, major players from traditional finance, such as large banks, pension funds, and hedge funds, have started to show serious interest in Bitcoin. This institutional investment could help support Bitcoin's price in ways that weren't seen during past halvings. Moreover, Bitcoin is increasingly being seen not just as a digital currency, but also as a store of value and a hedge against inflation, similar to gold. Global economic factors, such as inflation concerns, declining fiat currency values, and economic instability, could also lead more people to invest in Bitcoin. However, this halving occurs in a highly regulated environment, with governments exploring various regulatory frameworks for digital assets. While this could provide legitimacy to Bitcoin, it could also create uncertainty around its future. The 2024 halving is occurring at a time of great potential, but also with many external forces at play that could affect Bitcoin's trajectory in ways we haven't yet seen. Predictions for Bitcoin in 2025. Predicting Bitcoin's price in 2025 is a complex task, as the market is influenced by numerous factors, including macroeconomic conditions, technological advances, and shifts in investor sentiment. However, several analysts are optimistic about Bitcoin's future. Some forecasts suggest that Bitcoin could reach as high as $120,000 in 2025, particularly given the increasing adoption of Bitcoin by institutional investors. These predictions are based on the assumption that Bitcoin will continue to be seen as a hedge against inflation and global uncertainty. ARK Invest, a prominent financial firm, has even projected that Bitcoin could hit $243,000 if it follows the same growth trajectory as previous halving cycles. Of course, such projections are speculative, and Bitcoin's price is highly volatile. The cryptocurrency's history has shown that sudden price surges followed by sharp corrections are not uncommon. Even so, many experts believe that Bitcoin is in a strong position to thrive in the long term, especially with growing demand from both retail and institutional investors. The 2024 halving has set the stage for what could be a significant price rally. Factors influencing Bitcoin's price. Several factors will influence Bitcoin's price in 2025, each playing a crucial role in shaping its market dynamics. Institutional adoption is one of the most important drivers. As major financial institutions and companies enter the crypto space, it adds legitimacy and brings in significant capital, which can boost Bitcoin's value. Regulatory changes are another key factor. If governments introduce favorable regulations, it could encourage more investors and businesses to adopt Bitcoin. On the other hand, strict regulations or bans could have the opposite effect, limiting growth. Technological advancements, like improvements in Bitcoin's scalability and transaction efficiency, could also enhance its usefulness, making it more attractive for both consumers and businesses. Furthermore, macroeconomic conditions such as inflation, currency devaluation, or global economic instability could drive people toward Bitcoin as a hedge against traditional financial system risks. Lastly, competition from other cryptocurrencies offering better features or lower fees could impact Bitcoin's dominance and affect its price trajectory. Potential challenges ahead. Bitcoin's growth potential in 2025 faces several challenges that could impact its price and adoption. One of the biggest hurdles is its ongoing volatility. Bitcoin's price fluctuations are often large and unpredictable, which can scare off both new investors and large institutions. Additionally, the regulatory environment remains uncertain. Different countries are developing their own rules for cryptocurrencies, and any restrictive regulations could hinder Bitcoin's widespread adoption or cause price drops. The environmental impact of Bitcoin mining is another growing concern. Bitcoin mining consumes significant amounts of energy, leading to criticism from environmental advocates. As awareness of climate change increases, governments may impose stricter regulations, which could increase costs for miners and potentially slow down Bitcoin's growth. Furthermore, competition from other cryptocurrencies that offer faster transactions, lower fees, or more scalability could erode Bitcoin's market dominance, making it less attractive to investors and users in the long run. The broader crypto market. Bitcoin plays a crucial role in shaping the broader cryptocurrency market. As the most recognized and valuable crypto asset, Bitcoin often leads market trends, influencing the prices of altcoins. When Bitcoin experiences a price surge, it tends to drive interest and investment into other cryptocurrencies, causing their values to rise as well. Conversely, if Bitcoin's price falls sharply, it can lead to a market-wide decline, affecting altcoins as well. However, over time, some altcoins have developed distinct use cases, technologies, and communities, which allow them to somewhat decouple from Bitcoin's price movements. For example, Ethereum's smart contract capabilities and DeFi platforms have created a strong ecosystem independent of Bitcoin. Despite this, Bitcoin remains the dominant force in the market, influencing overall sentiment. As the crypto industry matures, Bitcoin's performance will likely continue to have a significant impact on the broader market, but altcoins may increasingly operate on their own merits in 2025. Bitcoin's 2024 halving has set the stage for a high-stakes year in crypto. With rising institutional interest, shifting global economies, and historical patterns hinting at big moves, 2025 could be a turning point. But as always, the crypto market is full of surprises. Stay sharp, stay informed, and make decisions wisely. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more updates and insights. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.